living down south. I.W.C campus. Love.
This is a girl, Alina. You don't know it's all about I.W.C campus.
I.W.C. Rastafari there. Jack your sister.
I.W.C campus is a girl, bad girl to steal. I'm rolling.
I.W.C campus. It's a girl, Nikisha Bond. Better make sure you're I.W.C.
Members of the panel, Master of Ceremonies, fellow candidates, and my candidates at law, pleasant afternoon to you all. My name is Arthur Compass, and I am seeking to be elected as your next Faculty of Law representative. So if you're walking, spare me 3 minutes of your time as I speak to articulate my vision for this budding faculty, our pride, and by extension, guiding the law lions and the lionesses on the way of unity. Now, I won't stand and make promises that I know I cannot fulfill. But what I do know as a fact is that I am someone who is confident, determined, humble, and resourceful. I love to share my job with others, and I believe the best way to allow persons to know what it is that you have is to share it with them. I presently serve as financial advisor for the student executive, and prior to my enrollment at the University of Technology, I was head boy at Arden High School. I believe I have the qualities that are needed to advance the Faculty of Law in the University of Technology. I believe in simplicity, and so I will simply put to you my targets as concisely as possible. They may not all be completed in one term, but I believe that we need to get the wheels of change turning so that the lions and lionesses can have a brighter future. My list is abbreviated UCIB, and these are the 4 main pillars I believe is needed to set the turbines in motion for change. Top of this list is unification. The faculty is fragmented. It is not as united as a school of engineering or a school of business administration, to name a few. Unification of the faculty is an important condition precedent for the spirit of the lions and the lionesses to be awakened. For me, all plans are interconnected for the most part, as I will expound. Unification must be driven by communication. See, if persons do not know what is happening, how can they participate? And by extension, how can they come out and support? Communication is an area which needs continuous improvement based on previous models. I will seek to continue the Facebook group established along with more classical approaches such as posters. Communication entails informing members of the faculty in a timely manner of events for which they may or will be required to participate. Communication will progress with other technological forms such as the creation of a Twitter account to get the pride tweeting, as well as pictorial notices by way of Instagram. I also submit that we also have a database of emails and telephone numbers so that emails may be sent out and where convenient, text message reminders based on availability of the resources of the executive. We as candidates of law are in a dynamic field. The quality of how we interact as students must also change as such. Following communication, there will be integration. We have numerous year groups who are not in touch with each other. As a fact, everyone will not know everyone, but an avenue must be paved for an integration process, starting with the council. The council must comprise of an understudy for the various portfolios so that persons who will assume the post in following years are not left out in the cold. They say experience teaches wisdom, and thus if we want the faculty to grow, we must integrate and let persons be a part of the vision of the faculty. Additionally, better planning of Law Week activities to ignite the flame that has been extinguished by disappointment and lack of zeal. We must integrate the pride based on activities, and the more activities we have, the more participation we will have for members of the faculty. B, bridging the gap. We need to bridge the gap with respect to the administration and the students. Being elected as your student representative, I will seek to be that bridge of communication so that there is a sense of commonality between the administration and the students. Additionally, we need to have memorabilia so that the faculty can be recognized, the shirts, t-shirts, so that students can be recognized. Additionally, we need an expansion of the legal methods research and writing course. Law students would know what that is. We need it to be a year-long course so that students understand the basics that they need in the legal field. If selected as a representative, I will seek to lobby for a change of this course. In the words of Max Dupree, we can't be who we want to be by remaining who we are. And so I submit that as a faculty, we can't progress by remaining in the position we are now. I believe I have the skills, and coupled with your support, to lead the faculty along the narrow and winding path. So on March 27, put your X beside the compass, as it will always navigate the way. I thank you.
Mr. Compass, that was quite a delivery, I must say. Small, minute, invisible, hid behind the quote-unquote faculties. Just some of the descriptions that people might use for the Faculty of Law, as you must know. But notwithstanding this same faculty has excelled in academia, deportment, and speech, as you have quite well demonstrated here today. But how do we take law from behind and set them on the forefront? I hear everyone saying unity, 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 and I hear everyone saying cell phone, social media, etc. But I'm sure that we all know that other representatives have tried that in the past. What will make you different?
Thank you for that question, Ms. Heaven. Now, as I've outlined, in order for us to move from behind the school to being at the front of the school, we have to go as one. We can't go divided. And as such, as I have outlined, there has to be a gradual integration process as it pertains to the students. Now, I spoke of the council. We can take that further. The year groups, we can have representatives, for example, a representative from year 1 and year 2, who will sit on the council to inform the various years of what is happening so that communication is spread far and wide, thereby taking the faculty from back of bush to the front of the school.
The single question from the audience.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Arthur.
Good evening.
You just mentioned that you're going to try and allow LMRW to be a year-long program. We all know that in the Faculty of Law, some students have problems with academic writing 1 and 2 contradicting or conflicting with LMRW because they both teach 2 different methods of how you write and how you actually do a law course, for example. How will you, as the law rep, try to assist us in getting rid of academic writings 1 and 2 and using LMRW as our only course to substitute for those 2 courses?
Thank you for that question. Well, I cannot say that I will fully get rid of academic writing, but what I submit is a removal of academic writing 2, which I believe the problem lies. We must have some aspect of expository writing, which academic writing 1 offers, and as such, replacing academic writing 2 with a year-long LMRW course should rectify that problem. And that change can only come by me lobbying to the head of school and by extension, the university to alter the program.
All right, before you go, we don't have a head of school, we have a vice dean and a dean. But before you go, I pledge my support to you when you're elected. I now invite